Okay, so let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are not doing very well. Second night in the row getting blown out. They got blown out by the Miami Heat. And JJ Redick just don't know what to say. He just doesn't know what to do. I think if you paid attention to JJ Redick in after the game, he was really choosing his words very carefully and wisely. Now, some are estimating probably because he doesn't want to rock the boat of the LeBron James, one LeBron James. He doesn't want to, shatter a lot of the players' hope on the squad. They do have a very young, diverse squad. Clearly, and I talked about this on numerous occasions. I just didn't believe the Los Angeles Lakers was going to be a 500 team. Everyone had these hopes and aspirations of them being very competitive, probably making a deep run into the playoffs. I did not see that from the Los Angeles Lakers because they didn't take care of business after last season. They should have been really on board, particularly with free agency, and trying to get better established veteran type players. It seems like the Los Angeles Lakers were trying to appease LeBron James by signing his son. I felt like if you would have packaged, and no disrespect to, they did hit on the player from Tennessee. He's a good scorer, but if you would have parlayed that pick that you used on him and another pick, and maybe the pick with Bronny James, and you would have packaged those picks with maybe an expiring contract, you probably would have gotten a better player that could help you now. They got players on their squad that we don't know the potential on these players. And it's one of those type of deals that you have to give them a couple of years to see how valuable or how dependable these players are on their squad. Then you got Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is past his prime. I think Anthony Davis is going to always miss more than 20 games a season. Nothing has changed since the Lakers got him from New Orleans, and they won a title with him. That's fine and dandy, but they gave up so much for him. You expect them to win a little bit more. They got one title. That's good. And then you got LeBron James, padding his stats. It's obvious just watching these several games that he's just padding his stats. He doesn't have the importance of winning or losing games, because LeBron James' legacy is almost cemented. Okay, LeBron James, already scratched the itch on winning titles. He's got that. MVPs, the individual awards, the scoring title, which, by the way, I just didn't see a lot of people. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had it, no one was championing or celebrating that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won the scoring title. It wasn't a big It wasn't a big deal then, and I still don't think it's a big deal now. But that's neither here nor there on that conversation. The Los Angeles Lakers, they're not going to go anywhere fast. And it's just time to just admit that the Los Angeles Lakers just need to just do a rebuild. They just need to do a complete rebuild, for the future. Because they're not playing for the past. They're definitely not playing for now. I think they need to start building for the future. First and foremost, see what you got with JJ Redick. Do you got a diamond in the rough? Maybe, just let him learn on the job and see what you get out of him. Maybe he can turn out to be a great coach. You just don't know. All right. LeBron James is clearly going to retire in the next couple of years. He should think about retiring real fast, because no one has won this battle with Father Time. Father Time is undefeated. I don't care how much money you spend on your body. I don't care how much you work out. Eventually, you get old, and the things you used to do when you were young, you're no longer able to do those things now. All right? LeBron James given up on defense like 5 years ago. And now he's exclusively on offense. And if you look at the choices he's making on the offensive side of things, it seems like offensively he's slipping. He's not even good offensively. I mean, he'll still get his borderline stat, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. But how that impacts the team as far as wins and losses, that's a completely different story. I don't think it galvanizes his team or elevates his team to being a very competitive team or even a championship team. But, LeBron has got other aspirations that really don't include the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. That's no disrespect to LeBron James. That's no disrespect for the Los Angeles Lakers. I just feel like these two individuals, these two entities are on two different cadences, okay? LeBron James is swinging out on his way out, and the Los Angeles Lakers, they're still going to have to be there. They're still going to have to generate a roster for now and into the future. I think another thing JJ Redick needs to learn is, even though LeBron James is your good friend, even though LeBron James got you the job in the first place, you still have to, and you have to pick your spots with LeBron James. Still have to use the word no. Or figure out a way to keep LeBron James from scoring, just shooting a lot. All right? I know you could give up that train has came and went as far as LeBron James playing defense. LeBron James is not going to play any defense anytime soon. All right. Anthony Davis is not going to get injured. You can't just say Anthony Davis, you cannot get injured for the next 5 years. It's going to happen. All right. So I think the Los Angeles Lakers need to start pushing the reset button and just reset this whole thing, because I don't see this team going anywhere anytime fast. I know, the tournament thing, I think that's great and all, but, nobody appreciates that tournament thing, more so than the Los Angeles Lakers when they won the first one. All right. And I felt like they put way too much emphasis and energy on that last year. So I think they need to start playing for the future. Because if you look at everyone out west, Memphis, their future looks bright. Houston, San Antonio, Dallas is, I feel like they got something there. They just need to add more pieces. Obviously, Denver's not going anywhere. Jazz is looking like they're trying to turn it around. Oklahoma City Thunder look like they're going to be competing for the next 5 or 6 years with all that talent on their roster. Sacramento is doing a little bit here and there. The Clippers have found some new life in James Harden. I don't think it's enough light there for them for as far as a future goes. But their future looks a little bit better than the Los Angeles Lakers, and, it's not by a lot, okay? The Golden State Warriors, it seemed like they swung and missed on some talent that they drafted. And, they traded, Klay Thompson's no longer there. You still got Steph. You still got Draymond. You still have a chance to be competitive, right? Okay? So, everyone in the West looks like there's a lot of upside, some upside. But when you look at the Lakers, I just don't see any upside for even now or next year or 5 years from now. I just don't see it. And I think that the Los Angeles Lakers are fighting for an identity. There's two identities are at the doorstep. Or we're going to please LeBron James, or we're going to please ourselves. And I think when as the season goes on and on and on and on, Jeannie Buss is going to have to put her foot down. Stop, being a fan. She's a fan for LeBron James, and she needs to look at the whole enchilada of the Los Angeles Lakers. There's more to the Los Angeles Lakers than LeBron James. But, that's all I got. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.